The notification hits while you're checking your bank app to see if your rent check bounced. Your balance reads $147.23. You stare at it longer than you need to. You already know the math doesn't work this month. Your phone vibrates. A push notification from your bank. You frown. You didn't deposit anything. You tap it anyway. The screen loads, pauses, refreshes. $3,912,447,881.06. You don't react, not immediately. Your brain rejects it. Glitch, error, fraud, something explainable. You close the app, reopen it. Same number. Your breathing slows, but not in relief, in focus. Your phone vibrates again. Unknown sender. No contact name, no number, just a message. You have been granted control. Confirmation required within 5 minutes. Another notification overlays it. Email. Funds are provisional until accepted. You sit up straight. This isn't random. Random doesn't come with language like that. Another message appears. Failure to confirm will result in full reversion. Timer initiated. A countdown begins. 4:59, 4:58. You look out through the windshield. Same parking lot, same cracked pavement, same flickering overhead light that's been broken for months. Nothing looks different. But everything feels different. 3:12. Your thumb hovers over the screen. You feel something shift inside you. Not excitement, not fear. Recognition. This isn't a gift, it's a position. 2:05. You inhale slowly, then press confirm. The timer disappears instantly. The silence that follows is heavier than anything before it. Then your phone vibrates again. Confirmed. You are now primary account holder. Another message follows. Do not attempt unauthorized movement of funds. Further instructions incoming. You don't move. You just sit there staring at the number. Because it's still there. And now it isn't provisional. It's yours. Headlights sweep across your windshield. You flinch. A black SUV pulls into the lot, slow, deliberate. It doesn't search for a spot. It drives straight toward you. Stops. Driver's door opens. A man steps out. Mid-40s, dark suit. No hesitation in his movement. He already knows which car is yours. That hits harder than the money. He walks up, taps lightly on your window. You lower it halfway. Step out of the vehicle. Not aggressive, not polite. Certain. You hesitate. Who are you? You ask. We handle continuity, he says. That doesn't answer anything, but something in your chest tightens, because it feels like it answers everything. You step out. He opens the rear door of the SUV. Get in. You look back at your apartment building. 3rd floor, one window lit, your place, your life, your problems. They already feel smaller, like something you're about to leave behind permanently. You get in. The door closes, and the car pulls away before you can change your mind. No one explains anything on the drive. 2 men in front. Silent. City lights pass by in reflections. Your phone buzzes again. Initial briefing begins now. A file opens automatically. No app, no sender, just text. You now control 4.1% of a distributed capital network valued at $96 billion. Your stomach tightens. That's not your money. Not really. Your role is not ownership. Your role is execution. You read slower. You will receive directives. You will make decisions. Outcomes will be measured. Measured by who? You don't ask. You keep reading. Failure is tolerated. Patterns of failure are not. The car turns onto a private road, gated, no signage. Your phone locks itself. The file disappears. The building you enter doesn't have a name. No logo, no reception desk, just a quiet lobby and a single elevator already waiting. You're escorted upstairs. Glass walls, city below, no clutter. Someone is already inside. A woman, Late 50s, composed, focused. She doesn't stand when you enter. Sit, she says. You do. She studies you for a moment, not judging, assessing. You confirmed quickly, she says. I didn't have time not to. She slides a tablet across the table. Your first decision. You glance at it. A logistics company. One you now partially control. A shipment is delayed at a major port. Cost of delay, $22 million per day. Estimated resolution through standard channels, 4 to 6 days. Alternative options listed below. None of them are legal. You look up. You're serious. She doesn't respond. You want me to choose? We want you to decide. You stare back at the screen. This is the part that matters, not the money, the control. What happens if I do nothing? You ask. Then you're not needed. Simple, clean, true. You look back down. 4 days is nearly $100 million. For someone else, that's unimaginable. For you, right now, it's inefficient. You feel the shift happen. Quiet. Permanent. Clear it, you say. Use the fastest method available. She watches you carefully. No hesitation. There wasn't a better option. There was, she says. Waiting. You hold her gaze. That costs more. A pause, then she nods. Good. She takes the tablet back. That decision sets your baseline. Baseline. Not peak, not exception. Baseline. By the end of the week, your life is no longer recognizable. Your apartment lease is terminated, not by you, for you. Your belongings are packed, categorized, relocated. You're moved into a high-rise penthouse you never chose. But it fits. Everything fits. Clothes in your size, schedules already built, people already assigned to you, security, advisors, analysts. You don't hire them. They come with the role. You learn quickly, you have to. Money isn't the power. Speed is, information is, positioning is. You stop asking what things cost. You start asking what they return. Every conversation becomes a negotiation. Every decision, a calculation. The second major decision comes faster. A tech company you're tied to is about to collapse. Internal issues, leadership failure, stock dropping fast. You're presented with options. Stabilize, replace leadership, or let it fail and absorb what remains. You sit with it. The safe move is stabilization. Protect the value, maintain continuity. But something in the data doesn't add up. The underlying assets are worth more than the company itself. You see it before anyone says it. If it collapses, you say slowly, we can acquire at a lower valuation. Your advisor watches you. And the employees? You don't answer immediately. That hesitation is new. Then it fades. We're not responsible for their outcomes, you say. The words land differently now. Less personal, more accurate. He nods once. Understood. 3 weeks later, the company files for restructuring. 2 weeks after that, you acquire its core assets at 40% of prior valuation. You don't feel guilt. You feel efficiency. You start noticing something else. The world reacts to you before you act. Meetings are easier to schedule. Deals close faster. People speak differently around you, not louder, not softer. More careful, more calculated, like they're already adjusting to your presence. At a private event in Manhattan, you're introduced to people who don't give their last names. They don't need to. You recognize companies, influence, power. One of them leans in during a conversation. You're new, he says, recently. You'll get used to it. To what? He smiles slightly. The orbit. You don't respond, but you understand. Everything is starting to move around you, not because you asked, because of what you represent. Months pass, your decisions get bigger, your tolerance for uncertainty shrinks, you trust fewer people, But you trust yourself more. Then you make a mistake, not a small one. You approve a partnership without digging deep enough. The numbers made sense. The timeline was efficient. The risk seemed contained. It wasn't. You're sitting in a closed room 2 weeks later. Your legal team across from you. Exposure, $1.2 billion. Reputation risk manageable. Cause, internal misjudgment. You know what that means. You don't deflect. You don't argue. You listen. Then you ask one question. Who signed off before me? A name is given. You recognize it. Someone you trusted. That's the part that lingers. Not the loss. The misplacement of trust. Options are presented. Mitigation strategies. Damage control. But there's an unspoken piece underneath all of it. Accountability. You feel it. This is where the role becomes real. You can absorb the loss. Or you can correct the system. You make the call. Remove him. No anger, no hesitation, just correction. That night, you sit alone in your penthouse. City lights stretching endlessly below. You think about where you started. $147.23. A parking lot. A life that felt heavy. Now everything is lighter. Simpler. But also, sharper. Every decision carries weight. Not emotional weight. Structural weight. The kind that reshapes things. A year passes. You don't count time the same way anymore. You measure in deals, in outcomes, in shifts. You've learned the rules, or at least enough of them. Then your phone vibrates again. Unknown sender. No number, no context, just a message. You're being evaluated. You read it twice. For the first time in months, you feel something unfamiliar. Uncertainty. You look around your space. Everything you control, everything that moves because of you, and you realize something. This was never the top. Just another level, another layer, another position in something larger. Your calendar clears the next morning. No meetings, no calls, no directives. Just silence. You sit with it. You don't reach for your phone. You don't ask questions. Because now you understand how this works. When the world starts orbiting around your life, it's not just because you're at the center. It's because something put you there. And it's still watching, waiting, deciding if you stay.